Hey guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins. Hope everyone's doing well today. Back with today's daily free pick. So I have 3 picks for you guys today. Yesterday wasn't much fun. Went 0-2. Happens. Hockey game, man, it looked good first period. We were up 3-1. And Washington came back, tied it up. Then we went up again. They tied it up and lost in overtime. So a little bit of a heartbreaker, but I was thinking afterwards, I'm like, man, why don't we ever get a break like that where we're down 2 goals and come back? And then I thought, oh yeah, we did 2 days ago. So there we go. The other game, the football game, South Florida just couldn't ever get it going. I don't know if you guys watched the game. South Florida got sacked, I think, 10 times. I'm going to take a little bit of the blame on this one because I really underestimated the impact that South Florida's right tackle being out was going to have on this game. Obviously, I've said it before, guys, that offensive lines are very important to getting anything going in a game. Obviously, protecting your quarterback, and when people look at matchups, they're typically looking at quarterback matchup, and they're looking at defense matchup, and your wide receivers, your running backs, and all that stuff. What they're failing to do is to look at the offensive line, and the offensive line, especially in college, plays such a huge, vital impact. But that being said, still, I thought there's injuries on the other side of the ball. I really didn't see one player being out as being such an impact, but man, did they ever blitz, and they got 10 sacks. It's hard to win a game when you get 10 sacks and turnovers, pick up 6, fumble recovery for 6, and so anyways, whatever, we lost, but my bad on that injury report. I really, in all honesty, guys, I wouldn't have given a pick if I thought. I really didn't think it was going to have that kind of impact on the game. 10 sacks, that's 9 or 10, whatever, that's crazy. So anyways, we'll put that behind us, guys. 0-2 yesterday. I got 3 picks for you guys today. So first pick is in the NBA. We have Dallas and the New York Knicks. So right off the bat, looking at there's a fairly large variance in the money distribution here, and it's a little bit wider than I would normally like to see, but I think it'll tighten as game time comes closer. So right now, we like the Knicks plus 11.5. They're only getting 23% of the bets. They get 56% of the money. So we know there's some serious sharp action out there. Again, I would like to see that spread a little bit tighter, but we're still comfortable with it's very, very clear in this game where the public is. The public's all over Dallas in this game. We have reverse line move. We got steam. I have an interesting system indicator here. And this system indicator, it goes back quite a few years. I'm not gonna explain it exactly what it is because it's very complex, but it's on a pretty good sample size though. But it's basically high pace rested teams. So teams with an average pace above 95, which New York Knicks have a pace, I think it's around 100, 101 right now. On 2 days rest on high spread games over 9.5. That covers 56% of the time. And in professional basketball, 56% is a good indicator when it's on high volume. That's going to give us an ROI of 8.6%. So when we factor all this stuff together, steam, reverse line moves, money distribution, that's kind of our trifecta we look for, as well as a very well-established system indicator like the high pace rested teams. We like that play. So we're going to take New York Knicks. We're getting plus 11.5 points in that game. And I have now 2 college plays for you guys. And you're going to have to bear with me on 1 second because I need to pull up the line on the second game. Always right before I do these, I'm checking the most up-to-date line because obviously I don't want to give you out-of-date lines. Especially in college ball, you guys will notice in college basketball especially, lines are very, very sensitive to sharp bets. So when you have sharps laying money, these lines can move really, really quickly. So I just want to make sure we're getting the right line. There we are. Perfect. All right. Okay, guys. Without further delay. So, college basketball. 2 plays, like I said, guys. The first play, we have South Dakota and we have Pacific. All right, so it's a contrarian play. We have a nice contrarian system indicator. Now, it's a lower volume system indicator just because the circumstances that fit into this system indicator don't happen very often in terms of the money distribution. So, you want to discount it a little bit because it's not as established as some of the other system indicators. Obviously, the more games that the system indicators have, the more reliable they are because of less variance. If you have a system indicator with 20 games, it's not going to be reliable. If you have a system indicator with 6,000 games, it's going to be very reliable because of the sample size. So, again, it is a system indicator I'm confident in. But at the same time, it's certainly not a super high volume system indicator. That system indicator does come in 62% of the time, good for a 21.2% ROI. Again, it's not a situation that arises often, but when it does, it's been very profitable, and I've done really, really well with it in the past. So in this game, guys, we're going to be taking Pacific plus 5.5 in this game. So South Dakota, Pacific plus 5.5. Reason I'm checking, so pretty well everywhere now, guys, is 5.5. There was a few places lagging behind that were 5, but everywhere is everywhere is 5.5 now. So we're good to go there. All right, the second game for college basketball is Niagara and Drexel. Okay, so very simple. I have 2 very well established, very mature system indicators on this, and they're halftime indicators. Okay, they're first half indicators. So we're going to be betting the first half of this game. With these indicators, now I talked about in the previous one how we had a system indicator with lower volume. Both these system indicators, I have over 1,000 games in one and 4,000 games in the other one. The one with 1,000 games has been hitting 62%. The one with 4,000 games is hitting 57%. So again, very reliable, especially over that long time. Not to mention, I do like this matchup. The line has come down. There's definitely been some steam on the under. We're going to be taking Niagara and Drexel under 69 in the first half. Again, guys, I want to reiterate, this does not apply to everybody. This is one of those games that I'm talking about. And I'm not going to keep repeating this all year long, so let this sink in. This is one of these games I'm talking about, guys. If you're in Vegas and you're moving large money, do not walk in to the first sports book you see and throw down, try to get $5,000 down on a halftime of Niagara and Drexel. Okay? They're going to look at you real good, and you don't want that. So, spread it around, don't be lazy. These are the types of games I'm talking about. There's very, very low amounts of betting that comes in on it. It's not going to be a televised game. No one's going to be, getting crazy excited to watch it. And typically in these games, guys, who bets on these games? Okay? 2 people bet on these games. People that go to these schools or from the area, or sharps. Okay? Now, how do they determine which one you are? Well, if you go to one of these schools, you're probably not betting the under in the game, are you? You're probably betting on, the school that you go to or the school you cheer for, right? But in this case, we're betting a first half under, so they're gonna. Don't be stupid. Like I said, this is a cautionary tale I've learned, guys. So, take the time, spread it around. It takes you an hour to do it. Easy. You can really, if you start centrally, you can walk to half the sports book to spread it around. Anyway, that's it, guys. Just a recap for today. 0-2 yesterday. Ugly comeback in the hockey game. Could never get it going in the football game. Today we have Dallas and New York Knicks. We're taking the Knicks plus 11.5. When college basketball 2 plays South Dakota Pacific, we're taking Pacific 5.5. And then I have a first half under for you guys. We're taking Niagara. Drexel, we're going under 69 in that game. All right, so that's it today. I'm going to get back at it. Got a lot to get through tomorrow. Let's do this, guys. I haven't done this in a while. If we can get over 50 likes today, I'll release my full card. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make it tougher on you guys. I had a huge Saturday last week. If I can get 60 likes, guys, I'll give you my entire card for tomorrow. Everything. All right? So that's the goal. 60 likes. Appreciate it. Again, if you guys have any questions, I will definitely try to get back to you. You guys know weekends are like very chaotic for me. I definitely try to get back to you guys as quick as possible, but sometimes it could take a day or so. But just bear with me. I'm not ignoring you. Just really busy, obviously, hundreds of games on the weekend. So that's it for today, guys. We will see you again tomorrow. Smash a like, 60 likes, and as always, guys, have a very lucky day.